The compound interest equation on taxes it's the biggest check you'll ever write, right? You want to be on the opposite side of this. This is just one of the tools where it puts you on the opposite side of a compound interest equation, whether it be by growing your pool of capital or the tax game, because the money in there is obviously growing tax-free. But it's a very, very, very powerful way to take control and manage cash and cash flow within your own economy, your business economy, and the investment economy. And it's going to put a little bit of rocket fuel on what you're already doing in your business and in your investments.
You did touch on infinite banking. This is one of the more intriguing things that we consider you obviously an expert at here on this channel. You've helped a lot of our folks get these policies going. For people that have no familiarity with IBC, the infinite banking concept, can you kind of give a 30,000 foot view of that and then kind of drill down on that a little bit, and particularly right now, how that would relate to being just a phenomenal hedge against the inflation that we're going through?
Yeah, so infinite banking is essentially where you use a life insurance contract, a dividend-paying whole life insurance policy with a mutual insurance company to position capital in. It's a very specifically designed policy, high cash value. So it's not the, the Dave Ramsey, Susie Orman whole life policies that we're selling. So we designed this just like they design it in family offices. So it's specifically set up to position capital. And by positioning capital in the policy, you can essentially implement the same strategies that banks do. One of my mentors, a great man, Nelson Nash, wrote the book Becoming Your Own Banker, and he always talked about, MC said, there's one pool of water literally on this planet. You have all the oceans, they're connected. You have all the rivers connected to the oceans, and then you have underground water connected to the rivers, connected to the oceans. And when the earth heats up, there's condensation, clouds form, it bursts, the rain comes down to the earth, and where does it go? It goes into the oceans, which is connected, the rivers connected to the oceans. It goes into the ground, which then goes into the underground water, which is connected to the rivers, connected to the oceans. It's literally one pool of water. The banks have done the same thing, where if you think about it, there's one pool of money, essentially, because whatever we do, the money ends up in the commercial banks. We go out for some dinner and some drinks, we pay for it, and the money goes from my bank account to the merchant account of the restaurant, which they then pay their employees, they pay their suppliers, goes into their accounts. The money always comes back to the commercial banks. So they figured out this pool of money, this one pool of money, which they built for themselves, essentially, because money could go out. We could get a loan somewhere to buy real estate. And then guess what? The check is deposited or transferred, the money from one account to another account. So how do you do this yourselves? Well, we figured out how you can build your own little pool, which keeps money and all the interest that you're paying to third parties within your own little pool. So money would go out, but it always comes back and your pool continues to grow the same way that commercial banks do. So that's essentially what we've done with the infinite banking strategy. It's pretty powerful stuff. And what it will do is it's a great place to position capital. It's a savings vehicle to where to position capital. So I mentioned on the cash side, I don't keep a lot of capital in the bank. It's all in my policies because the money's guaranteed. It's growing tax-free. It's earning dividends tax-free. I can get policy loans tax-free by borrowing against my cash value in the policy, just like I would do against borrowing against gold and silver or a HELOC with real estate. And of course, the death benefit is tax-free from an estate planning side point. So the compound interest equation on taxes it's the biggest check you'll ever write, right? You want to be on the opposite side of this. This is just one of the tools where it puts you on the opposite side of a compound interest equation, whether it be by growing your pool of capital or the tax game, because the money in there is obviously growing tax-free. But it's a very, very, very powerful way to take control and manage cash and cash flow within your own economy, your business economy, and the investment economy. And it's going to put a little bit of rocket fuel on what you're already doing in your business and in your investments.
Yeah, no, I love that. We've had just tremendous feedback from folks that have gotten involved, and they've talked to you and your team personally. And I love the fact that every one of them is custom built. It's not just that one size fits all approach. It's going to be based on kind of really the, short and long-term goals of the policyholder. I love that it's not a Wall Street type deal. Obviously so it's not beholden to, a board or, other investors. So there's just so many benefits for it, and particularly right now, guys. So inflation just has so many question marks around it. The only question mark that there really isn't is it going to stop right now? And the answer is just unequivocally no. Any expert out there that really is worth their salt in the industry is predicting that it's going to continue to go up. So if you haven't done so already, people that are watching this video, reach out to MC and his team. You can reach them at ninja@vipfinancialeducation.com. That's ninja@vipfinancialeducation.com. They'll talk to you about this infinite banking concept and the whole life insurance policy, and see if it's a good fit. Who would it not be a good fit for right now? Even in spite of the inflationary times that we're in, who would not be a great fit to just dive in, just to be diving into it?
Yeah, there's some folks that they need to first have good financial habits in place, saving at least 10% of their income, and so forth, and be able to put at least $10,000 into a policy like this annually. So you could pay it monthly, quarterly, annually. That'll make sense for them. But yeah, if everything starts with you, right? So you need to have good financial habits in place first before you start adding other things, because otherwise it'll amplify what you're already doing. So if there's bad habits, it'll only amplify it. If there's good savings habits, all the other things that you bring into your life is going to amplify that too.
Yeah, no, I think that's spot on. So we always try and say, who would this be a great fit for? You've shared that. Who would this not be a great fit for right now? You just shared that with us. And that doesn't mean that they can't do so down the road, but it's all about really just developing those good habits, like you stated right there, getting in that right mindset. And that can take some time, particularly people just starting to get into the, investing world, or just now, starting to prepare for retirement. So again, just reach out to MC and his team, see if it's a good fit, get more information. That's going to be ninja@vipfinancialeducation.com. MC, we're going to go ahead and draw to a close. If you don't mind, we're going to continue to bring you back here on the channel periodically and share your wealth of knowledge. Obviously, times are going to continue to change, and we'd love to get your input and have you weigh in on some of this. So guys watching from home, smash that thumbs up button below. If you love this content, you want us to continue to bring people like MC on the channel. If you're not a subscriber already, go ahead and ding that subscribe button and that bell notification. That's going to give you the heads up as we bring more great content on the VIP Financial Education YouTube channel, where we talk about all things credit, capital, and cash flow. Until next time, take care and make it a great day.